What is good, people? It is your boy Lord coming back to you with another one. And if you've been watching this channel, you know I love me some Brazil, man. Recently, I spent a couple of months living in Brazil. In this video, we're going to be talking about everything from the cost of living, the nightlife, the people, the culture. I'm going to give you everything you need to know if you plan on going to Brazil for an extended amount of time. If you've been following my channel, you know I just did a $50 in Brazil video. And if you haven't seen that video, I definitely suggest you go watch it. The idea of the video was I had $50 to my name and that's all I was gonna spend. And I wanted to see how long that was actually gonna last me. Currently, I'm back in the United States visiting family. And I woke up this morning and took a deep breath and it cost me $46.50. That being said, I'm gonna show you guys how you can get more bang for your buck if you plan on going to Brazil. First thing we're going to talk about in this video is the cost of living. In my opinion, this is one of the most important things you're going to need to know about if you're planning on living outside the country. Let's go. When considering the cost of living, I like to divide expenses into two different categories. You have your essentials and non-essentials. Essentials are the things that you need to live, while non-essentials are optionals. Let's start with the essentials like rent. In Brazil, most long-term foreigners go with Airbnb, which is a trusted platform. However, it's worth trying to find direct rentals to avoid Airbnb fees. My advice is to initially book through Airbnb and then negotiate directly with the owner for a better deal once you get their contact information. For rental pricing, in nice neighborhoods, Airbnbs range from $1,100 to $1,800 per month. The closer you are to the beach, the higher the cost. The better location, the more you're going to have to pay. In Rio, beachside locations are pricier. I can show you a little bit better with my apartments in Sao Paulo. A well-equipped Airbnb that was right next to the Hilton cost me about $1,500 a month, while a less touristy area might be around $1,000 a month. Remember, these prices are for Airbnb. Direct rentals can offer larger apartments for half the price. As you can see, in this Airbnb that I stayed at is way nicer. Everything was new, security to the T. They had the fastest Wi-Fi, great co-working space, a huge gym, and a rooftop pool. This was in a prime location for nightlife when it comes to Sao Paulo. Now, on the other hand, you have Airbnbs like these, where the amenities aren't as nice and it's in a less touristic area, costing around $1,000. Keep in mind, this is only pricing through Airbnb. Hey guys, so this is my other apartment that I stay at in Brazil. The best thing about this is the cheaper option, obviously. The first option we stay at is very, very expensive. And one of the best things you have right here, you have the fingerprint activation for entry. So I'm gonna take you up here and I'm just gonna show you the difference between, you know, a couple $100 and what that can get you with these Airbnbs. So most of them have stores right here. So I'm gonna take you guys up to the room and I'm gonna show you guys the difference. Obviously now, sometimes if I'm here a lot, so sometimes I stay here for a short stay, but if it's a long stay, I'll go ahead and save my money so I can stay where I wanna stay at, man. The better areas, a lot more food around, but this is a great place. No, you got your lock pad. Access granted for a real nigga. And then boom, we're back. This is what I like to call the Alcatraz special. The Alcatraz suites, if you will. Now, it does resemble a prison cell, but very nice prison cell, if you will. Definitely a federal penitentiary, but it's pretty good if you ask me. You know, for the price, it's decent. The only problem is some of the amenities may not be up to par like the first ones in Via Magdalena or, you know, Pinheiros or those areas that, you know, have a lot of gringos and have a lot of wealthy people in the city. But, you know, nonetheless, you still have nice amenities. You have, you know, places to store your stuff, you know, stuff like that. Very fast Wi-Fi. The key is fast Wi-Fi, ladies and gentlemen. If you have fast Wi-Fi, I can stay with you because I'm a digital nomad. I work from home. So it's very, very, very important that we have fast Wi-Fi and it's working at all times. But yeah, that's living in Brazil. Once again, I cannot stress this enough. All of the prices that I've given you are based on going through the Airbnb app. If you know the right people, you can get way cheaper prices for way better deals. I just don't want to hear people in my comments saying, oh man, you're getting ripped off. Shut up. Shut up. The last essential thing people want to know about is food. And honestly, it depends on the area. If you're closer to the tourist area, the price is going to be up. But if you're staying in a local area, you can find meals like these for $4 to $5. Whenever I'm in the local area and I'm eating out every day, I usually spend about $80 to $100 a week. All right, so enough about the essential stuff, man. Let's talk about the non-essential stuff, man. This is the fun stuff. One of the main reasons I moved out the United States was to have a luxurious lifestyle for half the price. While Brazil may not be as cheap as Colombia, compared to the United States, you are still winning by a long shot. Ever since I've been traveling the world, changing climates frequently always irritates my skin. So I was able to go to the top esthetician in Brazil, which I thought it was going to be super expensive like the States, but it was actually half the price. Another thing I love about Brazil is being able to take care of myself in that extra way. I go to get my nails done, my feet done, and a massage, all for under $100. But if you had to ask me about my top 2 non-essential things while living in Brazil, it'd have to be being able to call my barber up at any time and he'd come to my house and give me a $5 haircut. But you know we got to tip way more than that. And number 2 is being able to go to some of the best tattoo artists in Brazil and paying half the price as what I would in America. I mean, my tattoo artist work is so good, I had to make a reel for him. Check it out. Yeah, that's enough with this
I just need my space right now.
Look, I've been riding around with the top down.
Now, in my recent videos, you know I was in Brazil during Carnival. But once all the festivities are over, the way you spend money is completely different. You know, in America, when you want to go out and experience a nightlife, you may need a small loan of $1 million. But that's not the case when you're in Brazil. 9 times out of 10, if I'm going to a regular bar or a club, I may only need $30 or $40 for the whole night. And that's including buying drinks, maybe some food, anything. In my last $50 in Brazil vlog, I took $18 to the club and it lasted me all night.
I am at $18 right now, man. So I'm gonna see how long this $18 can last me, man. It took me a minute to spend the whole 50, but I think I can spend a little 18 on some drinks, man.
2 a.m., baby, tell me where you at. Can I call you one more time?
Even during Carnival, where you would think that it would be super expensive to go out and enjoy a good time, I went to a favela party and bought a bottle of Grey Goose for $100. That same bottle in America would easily be over $500. What you can expect when you're experiencing the nightlife in Brazil is possibly getting a $5 Uber, maybe $3 to $5 drinks, and at the end of the night, you're gonna be able to find some cheap food anywhere on the block. So if you're not headed to Brazil anytime soon, don't worry, I got you. Here's what you can expect to see whenever you get to experience a nightlife in Brazil for yourself. Check it out.
No plans, no plans, no plans.
Couple thousand on my dresser, that's from yesterday. I counted leave. I'm off the scene, I run through several P's like several times a week. Having motion, might stand by the water and just watch the breeze. Trying to be a blessing, I've been blessed, you damn near thought I sneezed. Cup inside a cup, the drink be sweet like candy on Halloween. I look good in chrome hard, I spent some money and bought some jeans. 50 zips right in the bag, I feel like I'm Floyd Mayweather. Farragon with my tennis shoe, when I tie 'em up, I can step better. Not in love with money, I can't lie, I count it out a lot. Topic of discussion, GPS know how to find the route. Water on my chest, to keep it real, I kept it counting like. Water on my vest, I see a lot of shit I counted like. I really live the way most niggas rap about. I'm high as an astronaut, no wrestling, she be tapping out. I ran it up, they tapping in. Let's link up, you got some friends. She hit my line, she asking when. Don't do too much, that's average. 2 phones for the bag I get. I feel like the Bulls with Mike. Bought so much I had to win. I move different, I got shit to lose. Expensive taste, expensive food. Let's go fucking different room. Around and knock your ceiling loose. Graffiti is fitted loose. Keep going, can't let that get to you. Changing clothes throughout the day. You think I need a fitting room. Think life to knock my feelings loose. Cover shit up like a window. Really, I don't be in the mood.
All right, man, so let's get to the bottom of this. The question that I'm asked the most is, Lord, how much do I need for the month to spend while I'm in Brazil? And I take it that most people who are asking this question, they want to visit Rio, which that's where I would choose to live if I had a choice. But that being said, I have to ask you this question whenever you ask me that question is, are you planning on renting or are you planning on buying? If you're planning on buying an apartment in Rio, then you definitely need to see a professional. I'm no help to you. But if you're gonna go through Airbnb, you wanna be able to spend at least $1,500 to $2,000. And that's gonna be a nice apartment minutes away from the beach. And keep in mind, you can always get cheaper prices, but they're not gonna be as nice and they're not gonna be as close to the beach. That being said, if you find someone who knows about the city and has connections, these prices can go down at least 25%. So keep in mind, you got at least $1,500 that you're gonna pay in rent monthly. Now the other expenses is where it gets good. For anything else, I would say be prepared to spend around $1,000. And when I say $1,000, this is on the high end. This is you going out every night. This is you going on dates. This is you getting massages, haircuts, manicures, pedicures. This is gonna be the high end estimate. Now you can always penny pinch, you can always be cheap, but I'm just giving you the most that you're probably going to have to spend. So once again, you got $1,500 to $2,000 through Airbnb. And then to be safe, you're gonna wanna have at least $1,000 to spend monthly. Keep in mind, once again, guys, this is only based off the person. If you like living that lavish lifestyle, that's maybe what you're gonna need. But if you're a penny pincher and you just wanna sit on the beach all day, you probably don't even need half that, man. Keep in mind, before you make your goofy ass remarks in my comment section, this is based on my experience alone.
These guys are getting slightly disrespectful now.
If you want to get connected to people in Rio or Sao Paulo that have connections, definitely book a consultation with me, man. If you want to email me, my email is lordolord123@yahoo.com. In the subject line, make sure you put consultation. If you want to make it even easier, just hit me up on Instagram and I'll be quick to respond. Also, if you want to support the channel, I'll put my Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, food stamps. I'll put all that information in the description. If you want to support and buy some merch, I have some merch. This is the I Won't Be Here Long tour, and I can send this directly to your house, man. But yes, other than that, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and turn your post notification bell on, man. Peace.